Mastery is not a destination. We live in a world obsessed with the finish line. We want the trophy on the shelf. We want the certificate on the wall. We want the validation, the recognition, the moment we can finally say, I made it. We want the prize without the process. We want the sharp blade without the heat of the forge. We want the black belt without the 10,000 hours on the mat. We scroll through social media looking at the masters and we feel small. We feel slow. We feel like we are behind. We see the published author, the successful entrepreneur, the artist with 1 million followers, and we think, I'll never get there. But in the Stillness Smithy, we know that speed is the enemy of depth. The world rewards the sprint, but the forge demands the marathon. True mastery is not about reaching some mythical endpoint where the work is done. True mastery is a refusal to stay cold. It is a commitment to return to the fire again and again, even when no one is watching. And as I have traveled deeper into the Japanese tongue, as I have studied the way of the craftsman, the samurai, the tea master, I have discovered a blueprint for this journey, a map that shows you exactly where you are and what comes next. They call it SHU-HA-RI. The first stage is SHU. It means to follow, to obey, to replicate without question. In the smithy, this is the apprentice stage. It is the stage of the basics. You stand beside the master and you watch. You sweep the floor. You prepare the tools. You learn the temperature of the coals by the color of the flame. You do not ask why. You do not try to be creative. You do not suggest improvements to a system that has worked for centuries. You simply repeat the strike. You follow the rhythm of the master. You mimic his stance, his breathing, his timing. Most people fail here. They get bored. They think the SHU stage is beneath them. They believe they are special, that the rules don't apply to them. They want to innovate before they have even learned how to hold the hammer properly. They want to write their novel before they understand grammar. They want to lead before they know how to follow. They want to be the master without ever being the student. But listen to the smith. You cannot break the rules until you have mastered them. Picasso did not start with abstract art. He started by learning to paint like the Renaissance masters. He earned the right to break the rules by first proving he understood them completely. The 17 days, or the 21 days, or the 90 days where nothing seems to move, where you feel like you're making no progress, that is your SHU stage. You are not stagnant. You are learning the texture of the iron. You are hardening your discipline. You are building the foundation of a life lived with intention. The foundation is invisible, but without it, everything collapses. Then, after months, maybe years, the fire changes color. You enter the stage of HA. It means to break away, to diverge, to question. This is the stage of the rebel. You have mastered the basic strike, and now you begin to find your own voice. You understand the rules so deeply that you can see where they might be bent. You start to experiment with the heat. You add your own carbon to the steel. You adjust your technique based on the specific iron in front of you. This is a dangerous time. In the HA stage, you will feel exhausted. You will feel the weight of the work in a new way. Because now it's not just about following instructions, it's about making decisions, about taking responsibility for the outcome. You will begin to question the master, not out of disrespect, but out of understanding. You will say, I see why we do it this way, but what if we tried this? And sometimes the master will say yes, and sometimes he will say no. And both answers will teach you. This is where most people give up, because the HA stage is lonely. You are no longer a simple follower, but you are not yet a master. You are in between. You are the iron in the fire, being transformed, and it hurts. But this is where the soul of the blade is forged. It is where you stop being a copy and start becoming an original. It is where your work begins to carry your fingerprint, your voice, your unique perspective on the craft. It is the moment you realize that the stillness isn't just about silence. It isn't about sitting in a dark room pretending you have no thoughts. It is about the focus to stay at the anvil when everyone else has gone home. It is about the discipline to keep striking, even when your arms are tired, even when no one will see this work, even when the result is uncertain. This is where you earn your name. The final stage is RI. It means to leave, to transcend, to go beyond the system itself. This is the state of Mushin, the mind of no mind, the place where technique becomes invisible. The master smith no longer thinks about the hammer. He does not calculate the angle. He does not measure the temperature with instruments. He does not pay the tax of overthinking. He has struck the iron so many times that his body knows the work better than his mind ever could. He has become the forge. The iron, the fire, and the smith are one. In the RI stage, you don't try to be productive. You are productive. You don't try to be still. You are stillness. You don't force creativity. It flows through you like water through a riverbed that has been carved over centuries. Your work becomes an effortless strike, a single clang that echoes through eternity. People will watch you and say, "You make it look so easy," and you will smile because you remember the years in SHU, the exhaustion of the price you paid to make it look effortless. Where are you on this path? Are you frustrated because you are still in the SHU stage, learning the basics while you crave the glory? Stop. Embrace the repetition. This is your foundation. Or are you in the HA stage, feeling the exhaustion of finding your own voice? Good. Keep going. This is where you are being forged. Or perhaps you have touched RI. You have felt those moments where the work flows, where time disappears, where you and the craft become one. Don't chase it. Just keep returning to the anvil. Stop looking at the scoreboard. Stop counting the days. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. A master does not check his watch. He checks the color of the iron. Tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, am I following the path, or am I trying to skip the fire? Am I honoring the stage I'm in, or am I resenting it? One day, time will leave you. Make sure it leaves, knowing you didn't just watch the flames. Make sure it leaves, knowing you became the master of your own forge. Welcome back to the stillness.